What's going on, everyone? Honda Fit for Adventure here, and today I'm going to show you how I installed a hidden shower in the back of my Honda Fit camper. If you're new to the channel, I previously used a Yakima 4-gallon road shower back when I had a roof rack set up. Then I switched to a DIY 3-gallon PVC tank that was stored inside of the car and dispensed out of the rear bumper. That setup was quite amazing, but I grew tired of attaching a hose to my bumper every time that I wanted to wash up. So last year, when I was on the hills of Wisconsin, I came up with the bright idea of adding a shower to the inside of my hatch. Here's how I did it. For a water tank, I'm using a 7-liter or a roughly 1.8-gallon diesel heater fuel tank. I chose this tank for its slim profile and because at the time I also had a 16-gallon auxiliary fuel cell in the spare tire area that I had to work around. This left me with just enough room to slide in the water tank between the fuel cell and the frame of the car. The plastic barb fitting on the bottom of the tank ended up cracking, causing a small leak. The plastic barb fitting was replaced with a copper fitting and has been drip-free ever since. The tank is then plumbed into a project box using an ice maker water supply line. The supply line is much thicker than your standard rubber hose and will prevent any kinks from forming in the line. Inside of the project box is a USB rechargeable water pump. This is one of those pumps that you would find on top of a 5-gallon jug. I cracked open the pump and threw in all the electronics inside of the project box. I also added pinch squeeze clamps to all the hose connections to prevent them from slipping off. To extend the on and off button, I soldered on a momentary push button switch onto some old phone line and then attached the cable to the pre-existing push button switch contacts. Just a quick little update, I soldered my own momentary switch onto the water pump and extended it by using a phone cable, if you're old enough to remember what those are. And I'm going to put the switch right next to the water spout, so you're going to press the button and the water's going to come out. But demonstration purposes. This was much easier than trying to desolder and remove the existing switch and then trying to solder the phone line back onto the board. I also extended the power port to the outside of the box using a regular plug-and-play USB extension cable. This allows me to recharge the pump without having to open up the box and access the original plug. Now for the fun part. Running the hose and the on and off button cable through the hatch. It is possible to run the water line up through the frame of the car and through the OEM grommet. However, I had to run some other cables from some other projects into the hatch as well, so I ended up removing the OEM rubber grommet and then making one of my own. I installed the button on the top side of the handle just so no one accidentally pressed it while shutting the hatch. I ran the water line to the bottom of the hatch and attached it to a small 90-degree fitting. Yes, I did drill a small hole in the car for the water line to exit out. That's it, the Honda Fit Secret Shower is now installed. Each button press dispenses about 1 liter of water. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. It doesn't look or seem like a lot of water for a shower, but I'm sure any camper will agree with me that after 2 or 3 days of sleeping in a tent or a car, this little waterfall will feel amazing. So far, I've used this shower for the last 8 months all over the east coast of the US. Some national parks, a Walmart parking lot, and even a truck stop. I also use the shower to clean off my dishes and my kayaking gear as well. Adding the shower to the Honda Fit has been a real game changer and I would definitely do it again. That's going to wrap up today's video. Until our next adventure or our next install, stay tuned and stay fit.